TRUE Skool is a representation of a global phenomenon, which is hip hop culture, that has impacted so many different aspects of civilization across the world. And so this time that we're living in is just exciting in the way that we get to see this culture explode and do miraculous things that we've never seen before in humanity, from my perspective. Now, what does that look like with TRUE Skool? That looks like us being able to usher in a new paradigm of education, empowerment, and engaging young people and families. Not just young people and not just youth that are involved in the culture, but hip hop is made up primarily of 5 different elements. You have the break dancers, you have the graffiti artists, you have the DJs, and you have the MCs, who are the expressionists of the culture. That's what you see. You get to see graffiti, you get to see the break dancers, you get to see a rapper on stage. The glue that pulls it all together is the knowledge element. These are not my pillars. I didn't make these things up. The idea that you have these different aspects that could stand alone in any creative art world today. Breakdancers, it's like the Olympics. It's all by itself. Graffiti art can be in an art gallery, or it can be on a book bag, or it can be on somebody's skin art, all by itself, as a very much valued art form and expression. You have these 4 different elements that come together to create what's known as hip hop. Some people look at hip hop as a one-dimensional thing, or they look at it as like rap music that is a product of hip hop. But if you think about these different communities that come together and celebrate together, that's the reason why you find it in every corner of the earth, because it's about community building. It's about everyone can have their lane, everybody can play their part, everybody can be great, and everybody can be themselves. That's what's so impactful. So watching young people find their voice through TRUE Skool, watching young people find their voice through hip hop elements and through being able to share with other young people is just powerful. And I learn so much every day about youth culture, about just human nature almost, if you will. Because when you're around artists and free thinkers and people that use their imagination actively, it can be pretty revealing. And being in a creative environment 24/7 at TRUE Skool and just outside of this establishment, I'm able to take the lessons and the resources that we can get outside of music and culture and art and bring those things and connect them with young people and music and culture and art. So our organization is really built, and just like hip hop, TRUE Skool is built on and able to evolve because of unlikely partnerships. Today you might have a combination, say for example, like a Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart cooking show. That's a thing, that's on TV. Unlikely partnerships and combinations because hip hop is able to speak to so many audiences as an art form. So TRUE Skool is able to serve so many young people and their families and different communities. We just did a DJ event at the Jewish Museum recently. We're doing something at Marquette University's campus coming up. There's so many ways that other organizations, agencies, and community members can cooperate and collaborate, because hip hop is such an open art form. It's not a stiff and closed-minded thing. So TRUE Skool is taught so many lessons to so many people, because a lot of people didn't think this was possible 10 years ago. A lot of people didn't think that hip hop was valuable in the academic or educational space 10 years ago. But now you have many universities across the country that have classes and accredited courses in hip hop. There's so many that you can name, and including here in Wisconsin. It's amazing. So just thinking about how you can tie these things together, TRUE Skool is sort of an incubator for building young people's resilience, but also how can they take their talents, their natural talents, and make a way out of no way. So TRUE Skool has taught me really also to be consistent. In hip hop, as an independent, you have to always create, and content is king. So what we do in TRUE Skool is create content. And so it's also taught me to be consistent in creating and not stray away from your mission based on survival even. Your survival is your mission. And so this is a great experience for anybody to go through as a young person, because it'll develop the lessons that will carry them throughout life.